Yeah, take a look at that. Want a Cartier, can't afford it? I'm telling you, man. It's the next best move. Hey guys, Mike here from Pierre Lucerne. What's happening, man? You know what? I need a cup of coffee. Hang on just a second. Listen, if you've never had a cup of coffee out of this machine, you've never had a cup of coffee. I don't care what brand, but you gotta get a cappuccino espresso maker. These things are the bomb. I'm telling you, once you have coffee out of this, you'll throw your pods out, you'll throw your Keurig out. I can't actually drink that coffee anymore. After having this, I'm spoiled. Make it for my wife every morning. Hang on a second. We're going to get right down to it. I'll show you how fast I can get this done. Then we'll get back to the video. Alright, so I got this thing for what? About $1.50? I stole it. It was on Temu, believe it or not. Honestly, I thought when I got it, it was going to be this big. Anyhow, super simple, super easy. Power it up. Make sure there's water in the back. Hit grind. Fills up your little grinder. Fresh beans. You can't beat it. The whole house smells just like a coffee shop. Love this thing. Absolutely love it. Take it out. Got your little tamper here. It's real easy. Just place it on top. Give it a good push. Set it on the countertop. Pat your beans down. Snap it in here real quick. Grab a cup. It's still warming up, so once these buttons light up, you'll be able to make coffee. Makes espresso, cappuccino. I do a regular cup. I fill it up a couple of times. There it goes. It's all preheated. Hit the button. Let it do its magic. This thing actually forces water through. It's got a pressure gauge. 3 atmospheres. Same way they actually pressure test a watch. Oh, look at that. A Pierre Lucerne watch. Anyway, 3 atmospheres. So basically it's got 3 atmospheres of pressure. And it forces it through the coffee grounds. It took me a minute to figure it out. Once it gets done doing its thing, what I usually do is I'll press the 2 cup first because I like a big cup of coffee and it's still strong. And then when it's done, I'll press 1 cup and it gives me, I don't know, probably around 12 ounces of coffee. Then, this is the magic right here, man. Takes a heavy whipping cream, not milk. If you're gonna go all the way, baby. Nothing like full fat. What do you see what that turns into? Do yourself a favor. Grab a napkin. These things make a mess if you're not careful. That's your little steaming wand. Looks like a lot of steps. It takes a second, but you get used to it. I'm getting pretty quick at it. I'm my wife's personal barista every morning. Kelly Louise. Turn that thing on steam. Stick that thing in and make sure you cover this thing because if you don't, man, it makes a mess. Let it do its thing. Once it starts steaming, it makes a racket, so plug your ears because it's going to be high pitched. It's tough to do in the morning when you got guests in the house. Sounds like the Blair Witch being burned at the stake. Frothin' the milk. You gotta be careful, this thing actually gets hot. Steams up the milk, puts a lot of air in it. It really changes the flavor too. The coffee, because I've done it where I've just added the cream and or the heavy cream in it, it just didn't taste the same. Alright, so it froths right up, see? Shut that off real quick. Wipe it down while it's still hot and wet. Basically turn it right here. Take that cup of coffee off there. You just point that down in this little hole. You steam it real quick. Cleans out the steamer. Got a nice cup of coffee. Dump your cream in it. I don't do the fancy designs. I'm not a barista. My desk mug, it's insulated. Take this stuff, dump it right in here. Now I got a nice big $8 cup of coffee. Cost me about 75 cents, 80 cents to make. You people going to you-know-who bucks. Stop wasting your money. Go buy this thing once. Let me tell you something. That is literally delicious. I do about 3 of these a day. Probably shouldn't, but you know what? It tastes so good. You know what? I tried to have a Pikes Peak. We won't mention where that came from. Out of a Keurig. Horrible. Couldn't drink it. Cheers. Here's the cup of coffee. Here's the selling watches. That's my Sammy. He just passed away after 14 years. Man, I miss that dog. I love him. He's such a good boy. He was such a good kid. Sorry, didn't mean... I digress. We'll get back to the watches in just a second. Anyway, 1888 Pierre Lucerne tank. Absolutely beautiful, classic designed watch. Exotic leather strap. It's got a sapphire cabochon. This watch is absolutely gorgeous. Listen, if you guys are looking to do affiliate marketing on TikTok, you actually owe it to yourself to stop by Pierre Lucerne on TikTok and sign up. We've got reimbursable or free samples. Basically, if you buy a sample and you decide to become an affiliate and you sell just one watch, you get yours free. So it's a great proposition for people that are looking to make large commissions instead of making a ton of small commissions and being responsible for a lot of content. You can make less content, make more money. Basically what you want to do is, you can even use still images and do some AI stuff with this, I guess. I don't know. However you create your content. Anyway, let's get back to the office. Man, this coffee's so good. Anyhow, let's get back to the creation station. Back in the dungeon, man. That's where I sit every day. Yeah, 2, 3 computer screens. Why not? If you're going to get a headache, get it the right way. Anyhow, yeah, so back to the affiliate thing. Listen, man, if you're going to create content to sell products, you literally owe it to yourself to make some serious money. Come on, it's a lot of work. You're trying to trick the algorithms. Lord knows there's a million people giving advice on TikTok on how to get followers, how to go viral. Come on, man. You know what? I've heard people contradict each other. Nobody knows what this algorithm's doing. Do your best. Be honest. Get a good product. Make good content. Engage with people. Running around spamming likes and looking at things and viewing it to the end. You know what? Nobody knows what's going on with that. You think these guys are idiots? They're not going to let anybody game their system. And the minute they find out you're making a video to tell you how to do it, they're going to stop it. So all they've got to do is listen to what's going on out there. They probably have an AI bot that's literally trying to find out how everybody's gaming the system and then turning those little switches off so it doesn't work. Do yourself a favor. Get a good product to sell. Excuse me. Start selling my watches. I've got, a bunch of models that are out there right now that are selling like crazy. Go to Pierre Lucerne on TikTok. Sign up for an affiliate account. Start making content and start making money today.